What is up, Win Daily Sports family? Tony Cotillo here. And again, this is the plus money prop train. And it's been a while, right? It's been a while doing some stuff behind the scenes. But what a great playoff weekend we had. The games were absolutely insane. And I do not expect anything less than tonight with fireworks with the Cowboys and Buccaneers. So we're talking plus money props. And make sure you're checking in. What lucky, what's up? What's up? Let's get it. Yeah. Listen, you're checking in. Make sure you're following. Make sure you're subscribed. Win Daily Sports. Make sure you're hitting us up. WinDailySports.com. Make sure you see the Win Daily Gold membership, $5.99 a week. You make sure you use the code word Win Big. Obviously, that's what you want. That's what you want to get. But let's get into this. I want you guys to comment. I have my. I don't want to say lock, but the one bet that I really like tonight, we threw a couple on series last night. You can get that on the Win Daily Sports Twitter page. You can see me and Jason put in two locks that we had from last night on the Win Daily show. And I had one more that we talked about that wasn't up there that I want to talk about right here. But if you got some plots, man, if you got some prots, I just had prots. What am I talking about? I'm so excited. If you got some props, hit them in the comments, man, so we could talk about them. But I'm all about Leonard Fournette tonight. And my man Jason, he got me on this Leonard Fournette trade, man. He started talking about how he's been disrespected in the prop market, right? Nobody's talking about right now Leonard Fournette, what's 30-yard rush, 35-yard rushing props, absolutely ridiculous. 9.5 from the over from attempts is absolutely ridiculous on a game where they're going to lean on this guy a lot. I love Rashad White, but he's not ready for that prime time spot yet. Not in this kind of game, not in this kind of atmosphere, not where Tom Brady does not want to ride out, right? So we already got my man Dale checking in, says Dak completions at 21. I like that. Because Dak's going to throw a lot. I actually like Dak at 250 plus tonight, man. I like Dak at 250 plus. I really do. Ivan says Jay's been leading all day. All day, Ivan. All day he's been leading this. Okay, he really has. He started last night, so the train continues to go. So here's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to give you what I think. This is the prop that I like, and again, just so you know, I started this thing a little while ago called the Plus Money Prop Train, where all I give out is plus money bets. Right, that's it. That's what I like to ride with. I like to be different. Right, I like to mix it up. So if I like the number and it's not plus money, I go to the alt line and make sure I get the plus money, okay? So I'm going to go with Leonard Fournette tonight over 4.5 receptions at plus 114. That's my play for tonight for Leonard Fournette. Now, again, you're going to say, you know what? I think he's going to run a lot, might not catch the ball. But here's the thing. If you look at, and again, we always throw week 18 out. It's meaningless, doesn't mean anything, okay? This go by his last 4 weeks, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Okay, 4-9, 4-6. He's missed it 2 times by 1 catch on this over. Okay, if you look at what he's gotten in those 25 targets in 4 games, that Tom Brady looks to him early and often. And this is listen, Tom Brady does not like to get hit. He does not like to get hit. Okay, so what's going to happen with that? He is going to dump off that ball as quick as he can when he can see Parsons coming up at him. I'm telling you right now, he might hit this number in the first half, right? Remember that game a couple games ago? He had like 7 or 8 catches in the first half. I could absolutely see this being a Leonard Fournette receiving game, and he might not get a lot of yards. But just because of the dump off, man, I really, really, really like it. Brian, my big, what's up, B? Says Lenny over 100 yards and 1 touchdown should be the playoff push parlay. New segment, man. I love it, man. Yo, I'm telling you, it's going to be a Lenny night, man. It is going to be a Lenny night. Lenny night. I will tell you this. I don't have it up there, but if you listen to Sirius the other night, or last night, I like Tom Brady throwing for 300 tonight. Now, here's the thing. When I put that bet in last night, I put in Tom Brady 300 plus. And again, look at what he's done. Okay, look at what he's done before everybody jumps off the scale. Okay, and says, "Man, 300 yards for Tom Brady." I don't know. Guess what? 432 against Carolina, 312 against Cincinnati, 281 against Arizona, 20 yards down. This dude has been averaging 45 to 46 attempts in 3 games. Tom Brady is not going out like that, man. Like the old Cypress Hill, I ain't going out like that. The Black Sunday album, which again, 50 anniversary of hip hop. You know, I'm a hip hop guy, so I got to throw that in. So Tom Brady, 300 plus yards. I had that last night at plus 270. Guess what? At the line dropped to plus 155 in one night. Everybody's catching on, man. Everybody's catching on. I'm telling you right now. The other one I like Dak too, the over 250 plus. I know, Dale, you mentioned it. You mentioned the over for completions at 21. Me, I like the 250 plus for Dak. The over and under is 241, which means they know he's probably going to get at least to that number. Give me 9 more yards, man, from Dak. It's going to be a shootout, in my opinion. This ain't going to be one of those 17-10 games, okay? I don't think you have to worry about that at all. My man Zach checking in says 13 and a half rush attempts or over a half anytime score for Elliott. That's interesting. I like the touchdown for Elliott. I'll be honest with you. I really do. I think you have to remember the way this triangle defense goes with Vita Vea right in the middle. This is not the kind of defense that speaks volumes for a guy like Zeke Elliott. This is a kind of defense, in my opinion, that speaks volumes for a guy like Tony Pollard, which is why I like Tony Pollard over 25 plus receiving yards. Over 25 plus receiving yards for plus 120. I like that as well. So I like the touchdown tonight for my man Zeke. Okay, but I like the attempts. 13 and a half might be asking a lot, maybe 10 or 11. I definitely think he gets double digits. I don't know if he gets you that 14. So you got to be really, really careful with that number. What else we got here? My man Joe checking in says Brady over 42 and a half pass attempts. That is a Joe, lock it in. Lock it in. He's averaging 45 in 3 games. He's averaging 45 in 3 games. What do you think, that all of a sudden Tampa Bay is going to become a running team? No, Tom Brady is going to throw the hell out of the ball. That's what he's going to do, man. This is his element. This is his element. At home, his weather, his house. This is Tom, man. Over 42 and a half at plus money. That's the kind of plus money prop you want. Again, make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you're checking us out, WinDailySports.com. Make sure you're getting it. You see it right there. Win Daily Gold membership, $5.99 a week. Win big, man. Win big. We have so much stuff to offer when it comes from football and golf and hockey and baseball and basketball. Ghost is killing it with the gems. The draft cash for PGA is killing it, man. Every single week, me and my man Dave Glackler got a huge baseball show, weekly show that we're going to be starting pretty soon. Profile in the offseason, profile in futures, and then getting into the regular season. So make sure you're locking now. Get your free. Get your free week with Win Big, man. Get that code $5.99 a week. Get everything we have. The optimizers. We got the prop models. We got it all, man. It's fun. And most importantly, make sure you're getting in the Discord, because this show right here, you're talking to us in the Discord, right? You're talking to us in the Discord. So again, make sure you give us a follow at Win Daily Sports on Twitter. Make sure you're giving me a follow at Ticatello23 on Twitter as well. I drop some plus money props all the time. And make sure you're getting in the Discord as well. And check out the Final Judgment Room where I get in there as well. My man Javon checking in says, I took Rachaad White over. See, there's another great play. Over 2.5 receptions for plus 115 on DK, right? I'm on there right now. Look at the plus money. Where's the plus money value? This is what you got to look at. Do you have to go to the alternate line to get that plus money value, right? Listen, Jay was on a big one last night on Series. Jay was on a big one with the over 0.5 yards for Tom Brady rushing at plus 170. Jay's convinced that he's going to dabble into this, and he's not going to get enough kneel downs to be able to get over that number. He just needs 1 yard. Will he get that 1 yard, man, for plus 170? That's interesting, right? Receiving yards, you got to go to the alt market. Right, you got to go to that alternative market to get those plus money receiving props, right? Because even a guy like Ezekiel Elliott over 6.5 is only minus 110. Kate Otten minus 110 at over 24.5, which I think you could probably boost Kate up to that maybe 40. Okay, because he's going to use a tight end tonight, maybe 40. But again, I from the receiving point, I think this is a Mike Evans kind of night. I think Mike Evans is going to shine. My man King says Julio over. I'm going to tell you something. when I was doing the show and I was doing the research the other night, I was looking at Julio coming back. I was like, you know what? Julio ain't done nothing all year. He's done nothing all year. And then all of a sudden, he's going to come out on prime time, last Monday Night Football game, probably the last game in a Bucs uniform if they were to lose, which they're not because they'll win. But again, could be the last game at home. Who knows, right? But at the end of the day, I definitely see Julio Jones get one of those miraculous catches that boosts him over that number. It's not plus money, but I think it will really go. Zach says, what's your favorite Lenny prop? Again, I only do plus money. Like I told you, I do the plus money prop. So if you can get Lenny, I think his over 50 plus is at plus money. I would take that. But for me, this is what I'm riding tonight. I'll throw it up there again. I like the Leonard Fournette over 4.5 receptions for plus 114. That's where I'm going when it comes to plus money for Leonard Fournette. I also like Tony Pollard. Okay. I like Tony Pollard at over 25 yards receiving for a plus 120. I think that's a really good number. And if you want to get crazy, okay, if you want to get crazy tonight, because every now and then Jigsaw's got to get a little crazy because it is the playoffs and you never know what's going to happen. How about, and I know Julio's back, so he may not get the looks, but what about my man Russell Gage, who's developed a late season rapport with Tom Brady? Let's get a little nuts and let's go 40 plus for a plus 225 for Russell Gage. Again, if Tom Brady's throwing for 300 yards, which I'm going all in on at 300 plus, then somebody besides Godwin, somebody besides Evans is going to have a 50 plus receiving night. And I think that could be my man, Russell Gage. My man Charles second, it says Godwin or Mike Evans. Listen, for me, Charles, it's Mike Evans all day. 3 touchdowns, the last meaningful game. He is getting that rolling again with Tom. That's exactly what we need to do. My man King says, what about DFS purpose? Who do you on the showdown slate? We talked about that. We built a showdown lineup on Sirius the other night on the show. For as far as captain, it's all about the ownership percentages. For me personally, I know obviously CeeDee Lamb is top on the list. You got Dak, you got Tom, I like Mike Evans as the captain tonight. I really do. I know it is a popular pick. He's not going to be the highest owned, but I just think this is just watching those two connect. They had a lot of trouble. Okay, they had a lot of trouble during the year trying to connect, being on the same page. You had Evans, who historically goes in and out of games. He's never 100% healthy. You had Brady missing some clean looks. You had Evans sometimes running wrong routes. They just weren't on the same page. And it all culminated in that Carolina game, which shows me when it's time to put the lights on, what's going to happen. They are going to shine. So I love Mike Evans tonight. I love Dalton Schultz as a nice flex play from the tight end position. Obviously, Tampa Bay in the red zone, notoriously, they give up, I think it's the most red zone touchdowns to tight ends. Okay, so I love Dalton Schultz tonight in that spot. And again, I know everybody's like, I like Tony Pollard tonight to get a big receiving night out of the backfield. Again, when you have that triangle, okay, that's why I like Dak to rush a little bit tonight. 20-plus yards from Dak as well, because you're going to have to use the outside. If those linebackers cannot contain, okay, if they cannot contain, that is going to be open all night, and that's where Tony Pollard is going to live. So I definitely like Pollard for real. Brian says King of Smack Court. There you go. My man B says the core is TB, Tampa Bay defense, Lenny, and Schultz. Check that out. I like that. My man B's always on it, man. Always on. Let me get some more of these comments. They're flying in. I want to make sure. My man Russell, look at that. Javon, 50 plus for plus 320 on DK, right? 50 plus. And again, you got to pick somebody different, right? You got to pick somebody different than the normal suspects, right? And even with, I don't know how healthy Julio Jones is, right? But here, Russell Gage, okay? Look at week 15 and 16. 18 targets, Russell Gage. 18 targets, right? Week 16 and 17. 12 yards per catch, right? Four touchdowns in 6 games for Russell Gage. Okay. One of them against a really good defense in San Francisco. Russell Gage comes from Atlanta, still knows how to get open. Okay. And Tom Brady is notorious, like BIG says right now. I know the hip hop award or the Urban One Awards are going on right now. So I'm going to go catch that after Monday Night Football. So shout out to my man Big. But no, listen, Russell Gage, 100%, man. It has that rapport with Tom Brady, and Tom Brady likes that other receiver. Right, he always makes a name for somebody, like a la Jabbar Gaffney, who was a stiff in Philly, okay, and then goes out there to New England, and all of a sudden he's a star with Tom Brady. Is Russell Gage a star? No, but for tonight, for what we need, I'm telling you right now, man, I love the Russell Gage props. I do. I really like the Russell Gage props. My man B says, Tony, we know Jerry, they're going to be force-fed Zeke tonight. I'm fading Pollard everywhere, but he can listen again. Here's my thing, B. I took the receiving prop, 25 plus, simply because I agree. They're going to feed Zeke. Do I think he's going to get 14, 15 carries? No. Listen, you had Saquon Barkley only get 9. Number one running back only get 9, right? Right? Only get 9. So for me personally, I look at that and I say Zeke probably gets 12 to 13, just under that 14 that they need for that over. But he's definitely going to run into a wall. I'm not fading Pollard when it comes to the receiving market because I think he's going to be used a lot tonight, more than usual, in my opinion. We shall see. We shall see. Ivan says, 100%. MLB prize picks, man. Jared is the prize picks monster. So just make sure you're checking that out, man. Make sure you're checking that out. King of Smack says, thanks, guys. I got my man Evans, the captain spot. Godwin, Schultz, Lenny, and Lamb is like, wow, look at that lineup, man. That's a star-studded lineup. Ivan says, so do all the other guys when they give shout-out sports books props. So do all the other guys when they give out sports. Yeah, exactly, man. Listen, we all give out the props, right? We all give out the props at Win Daily. So, again, make sure you're subscribing to Win Daily Sports. Make sure you're subscribing to the YouTube page. Make sure you're subscribing to the podcast. But most importantly, make sure you're signing up for your number one, $5.99 a week for optimizers, prop miles. This is what we do. You get in the Discord. We have the shows. We have fun, man. We have fun. And listen, we make a profit, man. We do. We definitely make a profit. Just remember, that profit might not be hundreds of thousands of dollars. Listen, our man Draft Master Flex from PJ just hit for $100,000 a couple months ago. Right? I'm not saying it's not possible, but I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass here and say, oh, we're hitting for $100,000 every night. That doesn't happen. But when you're paying $6 a week, and if you hit for $20 a week, guess what? You just tripled your money. You tripled your money. So that's what I mean by giving a profit. My man B says WDS is a community, not a pay-for-play website. Exactly. We move more than just betting. It's real friends and community built. B knows. I knew B before I even joined Win Daily, man. Before I even joined the Win Daily team. So, absolutely. My man Charles saying it. No. Exactly. Notorious, man. I just saw a picture of him the other day, so it was in my mind because I knew the awards are tonight. And I'm a big hip-hop guy. 50th anniversary this year of hip-hop. I cannot wait. If you want to check me out on The Final Judgment, if you Google The Final Judgment with Tony Cotillo, that is my own show. That is powered by Win Daily and Heat Ratio Sports. And I talk all things from sports to local sports and national sports. But there will be a music segment coming soon where I will talk nothing but hip hop because that is my love. My man Zach says I put Gage in the show. Absolutely. My man B says it's not about how many times you win. It's about how much you win when you win. We get takedowns, baby. I love that. So, man, we exactly. Solid. King of Smack, my man. Love that picture, man. Love that picture you got as that thumbnail. But listen, I'm gonna get out of here because I'm gonna get ready for this game, man. But again, I'll give them out one more time. Okay, I like Brady at 300 plus tonight. Gave that out on Sirius last night. You can see that on our late night locks. I like Tony Pollard. Gave that out on Sirius last night for 25 plus receiving yards at plus money. Listen. If you're shopping for numbers, just go to the Sharp app. Go to the Sharp app. It's free. You download it. Boom. You put it in. It'll give you the best number that you can get. And then again, I like Leonard Fournette Over 4.5 receptions for plus 114. I like that a lot. So, my man, yes, my man, thanks. That's Man Max. I love it, man. I love it. Man Max, I am a huge dog guy, man. Huge pet guy. So, I love it. Man, Lucky says, thanks, man. Yeah, exactly. You're welcome. Thank you. Thanks for everybody joining us. And again, make sure you subscribe to WinDailySports.com. Make sure you're getting the Discord. Make sure you're getting your Win Daily Gold membership. As always, Tony Tixel Casillo, the Plus Money Prop Train rides through Tampa Bay. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll catch you back here next